Right, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the Final Bell podcast where we talk about all things sports related. Hope you're all doing well, keeping safe out there in the world at this current time. And is it just me, or has John Cena's heel turn gone completely not as we expected and taken a rapid decline? Now, I don't quite understand since Elimination Chamber why this hasn't quite worked out. When the Elimination Chamber took place at the end of the main event, when The Rock came out to get Cody's answer and Cody told The Rock to go F himself and defied the final boss, John Cena took the role and turned heel and joined The Rock and Travis Scott. Now that was the biggest shock after 21 years of John Cena being a face of the company to turn heel at that precise moment, just before the end, a few weeks before the end actually, of his retirement tour. Because as he says, the clock is ticking down. His time is up almost. Now, the shock factor, the way they did it, and the way they had no one expecting that to happen was absolutely brilliant. And the way he beat down Cody, that really set up John Cena to be a heel. But since then, it's gone completely downhill, in my opinion. It hasn't gone the way that I feel it should have gone. But Triple H seems very happy with the way that it's going so far. But I just don't get it. And I'm starting really now to not enjoy it. Sad to say, because I like wrestling. I've been watching it for over 30 years now. 1997, just before the Montreal Screwjob, was when I first started watching Monday Night Raw. You had Goldust, you had Roddy Piper, you had Bret Hart, you had Shawn Michaels, you had all of the legends, the legendary figures that were there at the time. Pat Patterson, Vince McMahon, Gerald Briscoe, all of them. And it was really starting to get good. And going forward back to where I was just saying, it's really gone in the wrong direction as far as I'm concerned. Now, the heel turn set up the match leading into WrestleMania, where John Cena was facing Cody Rhodes for the undisputed Universal Championship. That was because John Cena won the Elimination Chamber. Now, originally plans were, if I remember rightly, for Drew McIntyre to win it. But the plans, as normal, subject to change, they put John Cena over, and John Cena went to the main event of WrestleMania versus Cody Rhodes. Now, it was only for the fact that Cody Rhodes decided not to use the belt, as Cena did with him before when he turned heel, at the end of that match, that Cody lost because of John Cena's heel antics to win the belt. So John walked out as champion. But the match, it wasn't exactly brilliant. John Cena was very slow and didn't do much. And Cody Rhodes was sort of trying to match him, but trying to keep the match going as well. And it was sort of like here and there, and it wasn't great. But if we go back a little bit as well, there was an interview with The Rock. I can't remember who with. And The Rock said that his job is now done. Your job can't be done. You got John Cena as a heel. He joined you and that Muppet, stupid arse bloke, what's his name, Travis Scott. And now you say your job is done. You're going to step back and let John Cena go into the match and do his own thing against Cody Rhodes. I can't see why you feel your job is done when this storyline started with you, John Cena and Travis Scott. And now you want to take John Cena with you, but you want to step back and you don't want any part of it anymore. You're going to let John run with how he's going. It makes no sense. So, since WrestleMania and before, we've not seen The Rock since he came back at Elimination Chamber to get Cody's decision. There's nothing to say where The Rock has been or where he's gone. John Cena hasn't revealed the whole reason why he turned heel in the first place, whether it was to gain a 17th championship or whether it was a complete and utter different reason. No one knows anything. So there are a complete mystery there, and there are questions that need to be answered that haven't been answered yet. Also, as I've said many times, John Cena's music, his clothes, his gimmick has not changed. When he came out, he's still wearing the good guy clothes, the t-shirt, the hat, the jorts, the trainers, and it looks like a good guy trying to play the bad guy but can't pull it off, but he's just going with it anyway. It's along the lines of having the Chucky doll from Child's Play. Instead of being a serial killer, it's going around hugging kids. It just doesn't make sense. It never has, and it never will, as far as I'm concerned. And the promos that he's been cutting lately just don't work for the heel type figure that he's trying to be. And I think WWE need to work a lot more on pushing John Cena to be a heel and making a lot of changes. Because if you look back at the Doctor of Thugonomics era, that was great. He was battle rapping people, even the crowd outside the building. He was cutting raps and, you know, making fun of people he was going into a match against. And he did that role really, really well. But this heel turn has not come off. And Triple H seems to think it's a great thing. Since he had that interview and he said about talking to John and telling him, how about we flip the switch, which is something that Vince McMahon would never have done. He saw John Cena as the face of the company, where he could make money, he could sell merchandise and everything. The merchandise sales, I think, for John Cena were the highest in the business, I think, when John Cena was a face. And Vince McMahon was worried that if they turned John Cena heel, the money would drop, the merch sales would drop and everything. So that's why Vince McMahon said no. Triple H reversed it, said, why don't we flip the switch? He phoned John and spoke to him about it, and John said, well, yeah, we'll go with it and we'll do it. And that's how John became a heel, and that's how that scene played out after the main event of the Elimination Chamber. But for now, the promos and everything that John's been cutting and the way that the heel turn has been going, the match with Cody and everything at WrestleMania, the next match with Randy Orton at Backlash, none of it is really, really giving me anything to say John Cena has been a really good heel. And I think this is a bad move just before the end of his WWE career and his retirement comes. So they've got to do something. They've got to make a decision and say, this is not going how we planned. We thought it was good at the start. Maybe not. Let's try and switch him back to bringing the crowd back and being a face. Or they're going to say, we've got to make changes to the heel turn, push it a bit more, make it the best it can be, better than how it's been so far. And we're going to change his gimmick, we're going to change his clothes, and we're going to change his music as well. That's the only way you're going to get John Cena to be a heel, a proper heel, and the best that he can be before his career ends. And that's just the way I'm feeling at the moment. But we'll keep an eye on things in the coming weeks, up to the end of his career, and we'll see which direction WWE take it. But at the moment, I can't buy into it. I'm not impressed, and I don't think this heel turn has been anything like anyone expected it to be. It started off good at the Elimination Chamber. The shock factor, the surprise was there. No one saw it coming, and it was a really well worked and well orchestrated style, elevating John Cena into a heel. But now, since then, no, I'm sorry, it's just not good. It's fallen completely flat, and for me, it's just not something I think that I can see John Cena carrying on till the end of his career. I may be wrong, but you never know. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes in the next few weeks. And we'll also have to wait and see who John Cena's next opponent's going to be as well, because Cody Rhodes has not been seen since WrestleMania. Well, a couple of appearances, I think, but now he's out. for whatever reason. I think WWE are trying to do a Roman Reigns style takeaway with Cody Rhodes, where he's going to be out for a long time. Fans are going to wonder where he is. They're going to want him back. They'll be calling out his name, chanting his name around all the arenas. And then at some point, WWE will bring him back, and it will be a big return like Roman Reigns had. Big cheers and everything. Then he'll be back in contention for the Universal Championship that he lost at WrestleMania again at some point. And then with the potential of getting it back once John Cena retires. And then WWE will go with the original storylines again. So, yeah, I just don't get it. The Randy Orton match was not great. But then again, what has been good since John Cena turned heel since Elimination Chamber? Virtually nothing, as far as I can see. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know what you think in the comments below. But that's where we're going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Help support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care of yourself out there in the world, and bye-bye for now.